What's up guys, ShinyHunterDestroyer here and welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Journeys anime discussion video. Today I'll be talking about episode 73, which is titled Captain Pikachu Advance Falinks. This episode will probably be an episode that I remember, mostly because this little cute guy could have the same fate as Cubone, but you know what, just look at the little guy. This episode starts off in the Galar region as we watch an eiscue drift away from its kind in a snowy mountainy area. After that, we come back to more relevant things at the Cerise lab. The Pokemon there are lining up for some food. Professor Cerise thought it would be a good time to press the say a Pokemon these kids probably haven't heard about so I can buy them more tickets to Galar button, and soon Ash and Go were on their way to Galar to find themselves a Falinks. In the Galar region, we see that eiscue has ended up on the mainland and tries to get places, but instead just finds itself once again drifting in the river looking a whole bunch of lost. But while eiscue is being lost, Ash and Go are in the Galar region looking for a Falinks, and they eventually find a whole bunch. In the process, Go catches a Galarian Stunfisk. They watch the Falinks do their things and stuff, but then spot a Falinks that wasn't like the others. These Falinks were struggling to work together, bumping into each other, and when they try to form a line, they just don't. They attack Ash and Go after Grookey angered them, and well, Pikachu sends out a Thunderbolt and the Falinks scatter, so we have to get them back together now. Go goes for the Captain Falink, who is bouncing away while Ash groups up the supporting troops. Go catches up to the Captain Falink and tries to talk some positivity into it, but due to their fighting incompetence earlier, the Captain was feeling down. Go looked upon this and thought, yes, it's training time. While Ash waits for Go to return, Go is out making the Captain Falink more confident in its own abilities. Go sends out a whole bunch of Pokemon. Cinderace, Raichu, Pansear, and Pampor are sent out, and them, including Grookey, try to march like a Falinks, but they end up just running into each other. It was time for the Captain Falink to give it a try, because Cinderace wasn't doing a great job at it, and they have a training montage, where in the end, the Falink is able to grow more confident in its ordering, and with the help of Go and his Pokemon, it is able to stay motivated to get better. It starts to grow more and more trust for the troops that follow it, which means it's time to return a new Falink. Go returns, and now Falink is able to correctly order and march around its troops. But that wasn't the only test, as the eiscue from back then pops up and the Falinks and eiscue get into battle, and they pass this test with practical ease as they are able to dodge and attack together, moving like one Pokemon. The Falinks do enough damage to eiscue to break the ice on its head. Realizing the ice on its head is gone, eiscue runs away. After some discussing with all the members of this Falinks, the Falinks decide they want to come along with Go, marking another Galar Pokemon caught for Go, as Go is able to capture the Falinks. On the other hand, eiscue goes back into the water to get the ice on its head back and ends up drifting back to where it came from, meeting back with the rest of the eiscue that it thought it left. Then the episode comes to an end. Okay, hold up. I had a struggle with scripting that summary portion of this video. Why? How do I like... Okay, yeah, when you're talking about all of the Falinks, you say, you know, Falinks, right? So, like, how do you say it when you're only talking about one? Like, in the video, I talked about the Captain Falink, and I will keep calling it that for the discussion portion of this video, but my brain is just, wow, like, how do I do this? Anyway, I got what I wanted this episode. I got Falinks. Okay, to be real, a lot of my motivation for this episode is Falinks, because just look at how cute the little guy is. I need a Falinks in my life. But I'm happy that Falinks motivated me, because I really honestly enjoyed a lot of this episode. Maybe not all of it. Maybe some bits of the episode were slow, especially the lone eiscue scenes in my opinion. But it was nice to see the way that eiscue arrives to mainland Galar. And even though it was just nice to, you know, it was a little tidbit storytelling bit of the episode. I'll talk about that later, because I think it's really represented in the end of the episode, though not really major. But today in the discussion, though, of course I'm going to focus on Go and Falinks, because that was a major part of this episode. First off, this episode really goes well with my last video, huh? I'm happy to see Go take care of Falinks, as it shows even more that he's learning more from Pokemon and is also being more and more caring about them. Even Go jumped for the Captain Falink just so it wouldn't fall into the river. I really love the effort he put into making sure Falinks was feeling okay, and you know, Falinks was getting the training that it needed to get. It's like having someone that can take you to your dreams. That was Go to Falinks. I mean, maybe that's a pretty intense way to say it, but you know, that's what the Captain Falink had in mind as a goal in the end, right? Speaking about that, watching the coming up of the Captain Falink was satisfying in my head. Just seeing it go from the unconfidence it had before and then seeing it gain confidence with support from Gonus Pokemon, it goes to show just how much sheer amounts of support can really affect the productivity and motivation of someone or something. In this case, the Captain Falink. And it turned out to be a nice, satisfying bond with the Captain Falink being able to work with its own troops to become a Phalanx they can be proud of. And as always, when a Pokemon accepts Go and decides to come along with him, that will always be more satisfying. Was it the most satisfying capture? No, I don't think so. But it still shows Go's certain growth as he was really confident with his ideas with Phalanx in my eyes. But what was I talking about storytelling this episode? Well, I don't know, I just really liked the battle scene with eiscue and Falinks. As the viewer, I think it was nice to see that battle play out. Why? Well, we watched eiscue struggle and being lost around Galar. Throughout those short clips, I just, grew empathy in my head because, well, it looked like it was having a tough time. We also watched Falinks struggle just being a Phalanx correctly. And with those two added up, it turns into a battle where I kind of conflicted my thoughts. Just, I grew attachment to both these Pokemon somewhat, and though, of course, I had a larger attachment to Falinks, in my head, I was also just like, oh no, eiscue. But I think that was just, I don't know how to explain that, and hopefully that makes sense. I think one of my main confusions of this episode is more just, why did Go have these Pokemon with him? I just think it's funny because, I just really wish the Pokemon Go brings with him was more consistent because, that would make sense. I think it would be better if just some slots of that team were more set in stone, such as Cinderace and Grookey, but then we have Pansear and Pamporn in the mix. I mean, I'm not complaining. Maybe those are the random slots because I see Raichu more as a regular Go Pokemon than just a regular one now, but I don't know. You can drop your 2 cents in the comments. I'm interested in what you guys think. I just need more thoughts. Anyway, this episode was nice. A good, just refreshing episode that maybe it sometimes drags on sometimes, especially with some bland eiscue scenes. Still has value with the introduction of Falinks, Go taking care of another Pokemon, really just nice interactions overall. Also, just gonna say Go's Raichu is top tier. Nobody can tell me otherwise. But yes, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys have anything to add, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much to the current members. I appreciate your guys' support, and thank you to everyone else who is watching. Have a nice day, guys. Peace out.